listening world. Good evening, good day, hello and welcome everybody, one and all, or maybe just one. We have a sneaky daytime stream today. Thought I would just slip another one in. Oh my golly gosh. I was expecting... there's something wrong with my OBS. Something wrong with my OBS. It's not working right. So we've got a... James did put, do I get my name on the desk? And I said, maybe. So he has got the name on there. And he is here. But again, he's not. He's missed it just a little bit. Just a little bit, he's missed it. It's Andy again. He's just on the ball. So we are gonna recognise James with a little bit of recognition there. So we have got James's name on here. So we'll flick off that cam, seeing as we've got James on there, and we will go to that cam. So he might not necessarily be on the desk, but if we flick here, we can certainly see from a distance. We've got Falcon in. How did I know? I didn't know that we're Falcon. So we have got James. So we're going to give James an honourable mention, mainly because he was sat there waiting, but he didn't quite get on. So we just need to update the leaderboard. Wow. If I carry on streaming like this, I'll need a bigger mat. I'm only supposed to be doing one stream a week. One stream a fortnight, in fairness, is where it was going to be. And it was a long day yesterday with those two streams. So I will say some help. Oh, okay, I've got another text message. Right. So let me just see. So we've got Andy in first. So we'll say good morning still, isn't it? Good morning, Andy. Morning, Aussie. Hello, James. Hello, HC, Hot Cows. Falcon. Just know we're with the sound effects. And we have got, who else we got in? Don't be shy. Come forward and say hello. So we've got a few people in today. So we will add... Is it the 6th today? I will need a bigger mat. So we've got the 6th of December. And there is only going to be one stream today, I assure you. And we have got Andy on the leaderboard. Andy is on the leaderboard. Stu, welcome. Still morning. Good morning. So the leaderboard so far, we've got MK with 1. Carthor with 1, Chill and I can't get them words out. Do you know what? I just cannot get them blinking words out. We've got Chill and Relax with 1, and we've got Andy with 1, 2, 3. Three honourable mentions on the map. He's running away with it, but there's still a lot to play for. So, gentle ladies and peeps and men and all creatures great and small, I thought this morning, I'm going to give you a taste of what we're going to be doing this morning. We are going to leave James on here. We're going to tuck James all the way up here. If you didn't see, James's name wanted to be on here. So, I am going to snip him out, because we do need to keep James to one side. We do need to keep him to one side. We're going to snip James out. And we're going to give him a little tiny one. A tiny one. We're going to give James a little tiny one. Just sat up there in the corner. He did say other day that he wanted to be in the corner. So he's in the corner now. We'll put that there. Put my ceramic scissors away. And put my post-its there. So late night last night, early morning this morning. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I made the mistake of coming off air last night and then having a flick on YouTube. So yeah, some interesting things, but I'm processing those. I'm processing that. I'm sure when time is right, I will divulge what I'm processing. But yeah, some interesting things that I'll leave it at that. So yeah, kept me up until about 2 o'clock, and then up about 5 this morning. Been playing on my mind a little bit. So I think this stream's probably just a bit of a rant and a bit of a thing, but I'm gonna refrain from doing that, because sometimes when you're tired, you don't think clear, do you? So I'm sure. Who's number one? How do I do that, James? I have seen people posting that. Is that on Discord, or is that on, what's it on YouTube? How do I get my 2025 recap? Tell me how to do it and I'll check now. And I will share it and we'll see who it is. We love a good rant. Yeah, it's probably what it's I'm choosing my words carefully. It's I've got to process it. It was click on YouTube, click you at the bottom. Oh, on my phone, is it? Yeah, it was another streamer. It was another creator, and that's what it was. So just processing it. James, the amount of my videos you watch of mine are insane. Yeah, let's have a look, see who this is. Right, I'm on here. Do I visit channel? Oh, wait there. Live. There's nothing. You've got mail. Am I missing where this is? View. That's history. Let me just move on to that one. You might need to guide me through this. So that's where I'm looking. Where do I go from here? I'm in a post, Andy, but can't tag you. Disable tagging on your channel. Click you. Down at bottom. Yep, done that. Yeah, noticed that I've never taggable. I'll check the settings. Right, I've clicked on you, which is that one there. I am now in you. Sorry, that's off Discord. That was Falcon just getting his in for me on there coming up. I don't know why it's coming up on that. I think that, oh no, I ain't got Discord. It might be Discord. I think I've got it in my phone. Should be there guessing an Apple thing. It probably is. It's probably that. I wonder if I can. Is it on the recap? I wonder if I can do recap. Recap 2025. No, that's everybody. Everybody else's and not mine. Yeah, I don't know where it is on here. I've gone to that. Sorry, gents. I will find it and I'll have a look at who I have been. I would imagine. I would imagine it's pretty spread. I do watch other genres apart from electrical stuff, so you might get flower arranging or something like that coming up, or probably some how to solder guides, because I clearly need practice at that. I'm not very good at soldering, but yeah. Anyway, oh, got it all over my desk now, haven't I? What have I done and done? What have I done and done? I look back and I started this in September this year, this channel. So still a baby at this compared to a lot of people in chat and experience-wise. So it is different to my day job. I will just reiterate that, and it is for entertainment purposes. Please don't take what I do seriously, and please don't follow what I do, because I'll admit, and I'm the first to admit, I'll poke fun at myself, and I ain't good at what I do. So if you find me annoying or cringeworthy, go watch somebody else, don't watch me. Sorry. Let's have a look at chat. It should be there, I'm guessing, an Apple thing. Bottom right hand corner. Done that. It's called 2025 recap. Just looked at my recap. I promise I'm not stalking Andy. That's what's just come on my thing. Oh, that's a laugh. Falcon is it bad? I will just have another look on here just to see if I can see this down there. Yes, it's definitely not. I've got my history there. You can actually see on here what sort of stuff I do from my history. It's we've got Andy, we've got Ace, we've got Retro, we've got Joey, and then Gary Delaney, really funny. We've got Nano, and then most of it is my trash. Is my trash completely. My trash completely. Anyway, so this afternoon, today, welcome, 281 Falcon. In the bar at the bottom. I can't see it, Ozzy. Come on, face. Oh, not that one, that's eBay. Let me zoom back down and see if we can get a glimpse of where we're supposed to be showing me on here. Because I'd like to find out who I have been watching. So in there at the bottom, I've got home, which definitely isn't there. I've got me. Yeah, definitely. No, that's if I want to go live, isn't it? I don't want to do that. Can't go live twice. My subscriptions. Will it be in my subscriptions? Oh no, it's James, isn't it? James's recap. I wonder if I can do it off. No, can't do it off James's. I don't know where there is. I think I did see it pop up, but I just didn't. I didn't. Won't be under post, no. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Don't know where it is at all. I am sure James will be there. I do divulge. Yeah, I do digest quite a lot of James's and Andy's content as well, and probably the other one is an F1 streamer, Alex Gillen. He's probably up there if anybody knows Alex is. And I'm getting I'm getting abused off Andy. PCDD. I want to move my phone. But yeah, I would imagine Andy's up there, James up there, and probably Alex is the top. I know Alex. I'm one of his mods on his Twitch as well, and I've met him. But I do watch a bit of F1 content because I race online as well, which I've mentioned before for stuff. Because I try to do stuff what I enjoy. But anyway, I digress. So today we're going to get going. I have just had this dropped off, and it has got a broken hinge. I did do a I've done a video tutorial on repairing broken hinges, and I know I do it different to a lot of people. I know mine involves power tools. We will be using a DeWalt drill to do this, and then I've also got, I don't know if we can see that, I've had I'm hoping Andy can help me with this because I know he likes. Oh god, it's heavy. We've got a big chunky subwoofer with a big amp on. God, that weighs a ton. That must be 10 kilos. That it's pretty darn heavy. So I've got that as well, which is coming today. That's got a power issue. Customer's opened it himself. Bought it, didn't have a fuse in it, put a fuse in it, didn't work, opened it himself, and he says there's a wire off. So I'm thinking, I've told him I'll have a look if it's a power issue. If it's not a power issue, it's probably not one for me. He did bring me 3. One had the other 2 had the same fault, which is on the surround system. They're not outputting to the right rear channel. So I presumed it was an audio chip or something like that. So I didn't really want to do that. On a PC, if you open YouTube home screen, there is 4th icon down on the left bar. is it in there? I don't know. I will have a look. So we open that. I will pull this over here. So let's click on get in there. So this is my channel. Your videos, download, show more. Can't. Oh, no, they're liked videos. Your videos, downloads, clips, show viewer, show more, explore. Can't see it on there either. Click on you. Click on you. Up there. No, on home screen. Oh, just you mean on there, and then click on you. Sorry. Oops. Click. Click on YouTube logo. There we go. Clicked on YouTube logo. Clicked on that. This guy's funny. Very, very rude and quite very near the knuckle. So yours isn't there? No, can't see it. I've definitely been watching people. I mean, just remember. Wait there. I've got 2 accounts. So let me have a look on my. Let me have a look on my other account because I have 2 accounts, guys. So let me open this one and log into YouTube on this one. This is my account that I get YouTube Premium on. Okay, so this is my account I get YouTube Premium on. So if I click on, you can see it says Premium. So if I click on here and I click on, there we go, recap. We found it because I've got 2 accounts. I use the PCDD one for just kind of going into chat because that's what I do. But this one is where I view everything on. Let's have a look which one. Bit of Taylor Swift. Fixing electronics, yeah. I'm going to do that so I don't get a copyright strike. I presume this is the same. Who saw that coming? Who saw that coming? So we've got me, then Soren, then Linus, and James. James is 3. Well done. I'm top 1% of my own viewers. Who saw that coming? I'm hoping that. Am I on? Yeah, that's all right then. Focus on electronics. My mate Vince, yeah, Northridge. Alex, there we go, Alex. I ain't got a clue what that is. No idea what that is. And I again, oh, my daughter uses my YouTube music account, so that could be why that is. When does it tell you who I've watched the most of? I've been trying to get me watch hours. I do whenever I go out. This is my daughter. This doing this. Whenever I go out, I put it on for the dog, and I put my YouTube channel on for the dog. So yeah. Bon Jovi's mine. Oasis is mine. Others are my daughter. So yeah, that was mine. That was my recap. So that's where that was, gentle ladies and gentle people. So yeah, that was my recap for the year. So James, you were number 3. Because I've got premium on there, I tend to use that when I'm actually viewing YouTube rather than just that. Definitely a Swiftie. Definitely a Fate of Ophelia and Opal Light and Father Figure and I Love Story. I can't name anymore. It's just what my daughter's a Swiftie. She absolutely thinks she's brilliant. So it's one of those things when you live in a house, you hear it all, don't you? So, and I must say, some of the songs are just a little bit catchy. Just a little bit catchy. Definitely a Swiftie though. Yeah, I think I probably clicked my recap on my PCDD account. So, but we got there in the end. We got there with chat. I think you're right on that, Falcon. I think you're definitely right, narcissistic. But anyway, we got there, we got there. So, gents, I started this, and I thought, why not stream? Because today things were playing on my mind, so I thought I'm going to stream because it'll be a distraction. Because yesterday's stream went on a little bit longer than it probably should. So I'm gonna do this Hinge on here and see if we can get this done for the young lady. It's a computer she uses for work, and I said I'll try and get it done pretty quick. So this is the way I do it. I will stress, guys, I'm not saying I do it the right way, the wrong way, or any other way. It's just the way I do it. Never had a complaint. And I'm sure anybody wanting to tell me I'm doing it wrong, I will try and take it on board and improve for the next time. Because all feedback is good, criticism is not. So if you have feedback, please pass it on. If you've got criticism, maybe look a little bit closer to home. And we'll see what that is. Oh, I can't get that out. Wrong size screwdriver. We've got one there. And we notice we've still got the 21st on the desk. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. I've been having a look and trying to get some other ideas sorted to see where we go with that one. I'm trying not to be one of these streamers who just look at chat now and again, so we're trying to do things. I'm doing it wrong. It feels like I'm doing everything wrong at the moment. No wrong with being a Swiftie. No. Do you know what?
PCDD, you little shit.
Juiced. I do like that name. I mentioned this yesterday. I do like that name. Juicy. Is it voyeurism when you watch yourself on YouTube? Is that what it is? I mean, it's not like I've got a mirror in bedroom or all like that, but it could be a bit of voyeurism. Morning juice. Morning juice. That sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? Morning juice. Yeah, that's probably a different channel I watch. I'm glad they didn't come up on me. Glad that didn't come up. I'm installing hot glue hinge repair cam. Oh yeah. With a little tweak of the hinge, nut to ease pressure. Never had a comeback with that. But like say, everyone has their own technique. Yeah, I agree, Falcon. I've been doing this way for a number of years now, and I've never had one come back. And I don't mind the hot glue technique, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the hot glue technique. And the nice thing about the hot glue technique, as we all know, it's a lot less visible than the technique I'm going to do today. But I always explain this to customers, and I've had a conversation today, just to say, this is what I'll do, this is how it looks. I show them pictures, and sometimes generally pictures at Hinge as well. But most of them all go with, yeah, I'd rather have it sturdy and strong, rather than the risk of it coming back. Because I have tried the hot glue one and weakening the hinge, but sometimes you've got, certainly on this model, because they're so thin and it's onto metal as well. Sometimes it just doesn't want to hold. as well as it could. But again, we all know the hardest part of this is actually getting the screen off without any damage. That's the and getting the bezel done as well without any damage. I did one. It's the one I've got on live on my VODs, and that was really painful to do. But I didn't edit it on the VODs because I don't tend to edit any issues out what I have. And if you've watched any of my VODs, you'll know that I tend to just leave everything in as it is. I'll edit it down for time, but I won't edit out any mistakes or any issues that I have or arise or come up, because I want to show it as a repair, and I don't pretend to be perfect. So, you know what I mean, it's we're all human, aren't we? We all kind of make a couple of mistakes now and again. Let's see where it goes. Is Carthor in? Hi, Carthor. Called Character. This will be Frankenstein technique. Yeah, it will. And again, I'm not expecting anyone to, everyone to like it on here. We all know what goes on. It's the brass ferrules, which that's completely snapped out, isn't it? Looks like the plastic is completely snapped. I've tried epoxying all sorts over the years to try and get this, try and do this, but just to get it a little bit easier, it's sometimes a little bit tricky. I don't want to come off. Come on. I did another one yesterday, before I went live yesterday evening, which was a screen on a laptop, and the backlight is completely gone. I couldn't even power the backlight, even applying voltage straight to backlight on the screen. And normally you can usually get some sign of life out of it, but nothing on this. Nothing at all on it. I'm trying to do this without damaging anything, gentle people. So it is. Because you know what it's like, you'll be doing this and then suddenly it'll go and you've just took screen. And you can't use IPA. Oh, the blinking stickers coming off with it. Can't use IPA or anything like that. We're getting there now. We've got that side off, so that's half at battle now. We just need to see if we can untuck this from up in there, and it's just that's better. Right, loosen that up, and we're cooking. Take these out now. Yeah, I sometimes do put a bit of hot air down there as well. I could get into that one because it wasn't too stiff. It wasn't too bad to get down, but it's useful. I remember a lot of years ago, I was training somebody, and he decided to put IPA in it, which we all know IPA and screens don't go together, and it just had a massive watermark on screen. Thankfully, it weren't no LED or anything like that. It predates all of that. Carthor, you missed all the commands. Oh yeah, he missed them all for his headphones. She was still blocked under. She was still blocked under my Google account. I'm missing one there, obviously. Managed to tag you, Andy. Okay, hot air about 120, done that 160 volts across it. Will help it smoke. Yeah, it certainly will. I watched one of Vince's videos last night as well, after I was flicking, and he managed to get a bit of magic smoke on a fan he was doing to do that. He's doing the 12 repairs of Christmas, so a video every day is Vince.
Yeah, it's easy to ruin them. It's easy to ruin them. Oh, no spoilers. Sorry. Ignore that one then. Ignore that one. He just, I think 2 repairs or 3 repairs in that video anyway. Yeah, I have come across some screens as well, which instead of having the little, I don't know, this is screwed down, but you can get the pull tabs, can't you? I've had to order some. They've gone up in price. I've only got about 10 left, so I've ordered some more different sizes yesterday, and they've gone up in price. But I've had a few which are actually, they must be been replaced, and they've been stuck down with double-sided tape with no pulls. And you just think, how the hell am I going to get that out without IPA? It's just pain, a nightmare. But anyway, so my technique, gentlemen, and I will try and show you this the best I can, is I'm gonna, one more screw down there which I'll take out. I didn't see that one because it's a small one. I've got a small one there. Clawslug did send, or has clipped a bit of my video last night where I'm saying, yeah, I've done this for 30, I'm an idiot, I've done this for 30 years and I don't know what I'm doing. And he must have timed that really right. Oh, it's an interesting one. Yeah, got a little tiny one. Got a little tiny one. If we look down here, this has actually broken the hinge as well. So it's broken the actual, the full length hinge as well. That snapped off. This is where I find my technique works a bit better, Falcon, because if you then just glue this down, I never find it goes on well enough to get all this strain as well. And I find my technique with this is a little bit better and a little bit easier for that. So all I'm going to do is grab my drills, and we will start with the power tools. Get some bits and bobs out. Put this to one side. That's a useful subwoofer on the floor there to do this. And we'll put that on there. We'll go back to full width, full length. We'll grab my post-it notes, what I normally drill into. What's the weather like for you guys? It's forecasted torrential rain tomorrow, and I'm debating whether to venture out tomorrow or not. Yeah, operation. Take us back to dentist days. Take the going to make sure that is lined up nicely before I continue, and that goes, because there's a few wires around here, that one goes on there, that one there. Yeah, that's fine. So we will get this one drilled through. This is a lot easier on a plastic case, I must say. With this being an aluminium case, you've got to drill. I use the I'll show you what I use if it's a plastic case. And it is a bit easier and a bit more time, a bit less time, and it's a bit more forgiving, obviously. Just going to empty this into the bin so we don't get any filings. That's that done. Yeah, if I were doing it on a plastic case, I would use the little hand drill that I've got, which is just a I think it was a cheap one off AliExpress that I've got. Just that one, and we'll be using that for
for front plastic. I'll be using soldering iron actually for front plastic to do that. But yeah, I usually use that for plastic because you can just usually just put that through on there. And then if it's plastic, I'll be using this in a minute. This is just an old battery soldering iron that I use. I heat it with me with my fire torch thing and just melt through, just to give me the little holes on the plastic, because we're gonna put that through anyway. Just deburr those. I have a special screwdriver I use to do this because I found it works a treat, just to deburr the back of the screen, so I've got no nasty sharp things coming off there. So I'll just deburr that. And again, I'm not a professional. I don't pretend to be. Please don't follow this. It is for entertainment purposes only. So if you do it different, so be it. I've got that in there. It did cross my mind, and I think Chill and Relax will, if he's in chat still, will empathise with this. It did cross my mind whether to stop live streams. That did cross my mind last night, and that's what I was debating last night, to pack in live streams and just do a few VODs. Oh God, I've been smoking, I'm coughing. So yeah. But here I am doing a live stream, because somewhere along the line you've just got to think, sod you. Right, let's get the fire tool out and get some fire on the go. Yeah, I was going to stop live streaming. Thought that was somebody. And I just thought, well, probably live streaming is the bit I enjoy the most. Why should I? Well, all I now do, I just push that through there to mark the plastic at the other side, just to, now I'm going through clean, and then I heat up my battery powered soldering iron, which just takes an eternity to warm up. Oh gosh, it takes so long to warm up. If anybody is in chat who don't know what I'm doing, I'm just fixing a hinge, my way of fixing a hinge. Not the right way, not the wrong way, just my way, because ultimately that's what it is. And if anybody watched my stream last night, you'll have seen that I then went on and stabbed myself with a little prodder yesterday, as I was trying to do when I was trying to get my things through. Where does that one disappear to? That one disappears through. That one's in. That centre one, I can't. That's better. I was trying to get the display of the calculator display coming through. This calculator we did yesterday, and obviously these have got very sharp spiky things on. Pushed it a little hard, went through holes, went straight into my finger, impaled me. Yeah, no, we do it for the cause, don't we? We do it for the cause. So just clean these holes out, make them look nice and neat. Hopefully that one's gone through beautiful, like butter. Again, that's now done. Bit of a long-winded process compared to hot glue, but as I say, it's I find it a little bit more substantial and certainly thing. But we all do it different. We all do it his own way. Clip that down, clip that back down. Get hold of that. What I'm going to do is just snip these out, because obviously this will give me some, probably can't see, it's probably about 2mm as thick as this plastic. So I need these just to give the hinge the right height. So I'm just going to butcher that just to take it off. Morning, Dave. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, Phil's in. Morning, Philip. Not seen you in a while. Morning, Philip. Oh dear. That's one out. It's a bit of a Heath Robinson approach, is this, but like I said, it works. I ain't been able to take dog out for a walk yet today because of the weather. Didn't want to get too wet with her because she smells a wet dog when she's wet, like dogs do. So I have promised to take her out later. We'll have a walk at Wood and whatnot. And she went, oh yeah, long overdue. Look, she loves a walk at Wood. These little brass ferrules, they normally just fall out. You can just guarantee, can't you, because I'm doing it live on stream, that it's not going to... That's another one out. That it's not going to come out properly. Yeah, I think with this YouTube lark, we all know with creators we watch and whatnot, sometimes you can be a bit like Vegemite. You love it or hate it, don't you? Sorry, we say Marmite in UK, don't we? Not Vegemite. Do beg your pardon. Do beg your pardon. Still learning. I think it's in my bio that I'm still learning. I'm gonna bend me flush cutters. Get that down there. And Elton John. Did you hear the? Oh, let's have a read back. Sorry, I'm miles away from chat today. I'm usually pretty switched on with chat. I have never seen any negativity in chat. Everyone seemed to enjoy. It wasn't in my chat, in fairness, James. It was another creator when I were flicking through one of the VODs. It was another creator criticising me in the same VOD on two separate occasions. Yeah, people like a voice, don't they, when they've got a camera? We all have an opinion. You know what they say about opinions. They're a bit like arseholes. Everyone's got one and they're usually full of shit. So sometimes you take it on chin, sometimes you don't. Just didn't appreciate being so nuanced at scene and still new to a lot of the technical stuff I'm doing. I know you know what I do for a living, James, but still new to it. Certainly a lot of the technical stuff and the skill level. I just felt a bit demeaned, to be quite honest. But we move on, don't we? We move on. We're gonna lift this up, and we've all got freedom to switch off if you find me annoying. I know it's wrong thing to say, and it sounds like I'm having a tantrum. I'm not. It's just it pushed me buttons a little bit, and I think it's because I was tired as well. But it did push me buttons a little bit. Because I try and be positive on stream, and I try and do something entertaining. Don't think I'm negative. I never criticise other people, and believe me, it's easy to criticise. But do you know when you're in an ivory tower, you really shouldn't, because it's the other people on there which kind of make you. And I've said it numerous times that it's the people in chat which are the important ones. So my view is, if I'm criticising somebody who's one of my viewers, it's wrong thing to do. Wrong thing to do completely. And opinions might be your opinion. But the other thing is as well, there's a perception built in. And offence is from a perception. So whether they meant any offence by it is irrelevant, because my perception was offence. And that's That's what's I find annoying. Is the bit about it. But hey, we'll put that to one side. We'll park that to one side, and there will be a time and a place for that. There will be a time and a place for it. But I'm not going to lose any more sleep with it. Right, so that's me on there. That's that hinge in and done. So what I've managed to get is, I don't know if you can see it with that one, but there's 3 holes there, 3 holes there, and that. Yeah, a stupid man says, I've got nothing else to learn. I don't know everything. I know a minuscule amount, and chat is certainly a lot more knowledgeable than I am. And I've learned so much on a personal and professional level from streaming and also watching streamers. And I've got so much respect for anybody who does this part-time, full-time, 1 video a month, 1 video a day, whatever you want to do. Because anybody who's done it knows how hard it is to try and talk to yourself, in essence, for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, to do chat whilst concentrating on this, and try and make it something worth listening to and worth watching, because not everybody wants to listen and watch to something drivel what comes out on chat, but it's how we pick it up. And I honestly thought last night we had a really good laugh. Probably one of the best streams that I've enjoyed last night. I thought all in all a real good laugh. But hey, what it is. Let's change this subject. I need a wee now. Why? You get to a certain age being a man, you just need a wee all the time, don't you? What's all that about? So, ladies and gents, I'm going to put these are just little nylon. My dynamic range on this camera is not the best, but that's just a crosshead Phillips, whatever you want to call it. It's crosshead, isn't it? Nylon screw through the holes, through those. Get that in the hole. Just I can't get it in. Slightly offset that one. Just move the hinge, tweak it slightly. Get it through. Got my drill back out. Give the dog a bone. Thank you, Dave. Added to your favourites list. Thank you very much. We're all on a learning journey. Yeah, I've done that one. Isn't offending someone is a crime in the UK? Yeah, you can offend who you want in the UK, can't you? Or we can anywhere. I just think it's about respect for other people. I never set my stall out to offend anybody. I don't set my stall out to irritate people. People find me irritating. They've got a choice. I know that sounds really arrogant and obnoxious, but I've got 232 subscribers. It's not like I've got 2.3 thousand subscribers, is it? So, yeah, I've got 232. Yes, I know you've explained. They did demo to show their technique in what we were saying earlier in the day. Don't think it was any malicious intent. I'm not sure what you mean on that one, Falcon. That must be for somebody else. Unless I missed something. Don't know. It's only like working in a workplace, but with delays on conversation. Yeah, I work on my own. I don't see anybody up there. I've done half what you've done. Were you in the stream last night, Phil? Sorry, I didn't see you. You might have just been lurking. You heard the Elton John and George Michael story. Did you hear the Alex Ferguson story? I don't know if you heard that one as well. That was a good one. I've got a Sven-Goran Eriksson one. I've got a few footballers for some reason. I don't even follow football. I've got a few footballing stories, and I'm not even a football fan. If truth be told, I couldn't even. Well, I was going to say I couldn't even tell you who England manager was. But I saw him on news this morning, and it's Thomas Tuchel. I thought it was still. Is it Andy Neville? Is it Andy Neville who used to be manager of football? I don't follow football at all. That's pushing that away. It went away. I couldn't get up to racecourse. Couldn't get up to racecourse. If you didn't, everybody heard that. I actually, I told one of the stories in chat last night. About me about me coming across Alex Alex Ferguson, and I ended up kind of manhandling him, pushing out of the way because he was in my way to get to the front. The R.E.M. one, an Elton John story. Yeah, the Alex Ferguson one. It was. It is on the VOD from last night, and it is a bit of a longer story. But to kind of cut it down and press it a little bit, I'd gone to the races, and very, very quiet Wednesday night. And he owns a couple of horses. I think his horse must have been racing that night. And we saw a crowd of people, me and my pal. So I starts at the back of the crowd, pushing my way to the front. And you kind of can't put your hands on either side of people to kind of pick them up and move them out of the way. I get so far in, then I realised everybody's now looking at me. And the last person I'd just moved was Alex Ferguson. I kind of picked him up and kind of shoved him to one side so I could see what was going off, and it was Alex Ferguson. And obviously everybody there was going, "Oh, it's Alex Ferguson," until I got there, and I kind of moved him out of the way. So he just kind of looked at me and growled at me in a Scottish accent and said, "Steady on, lad." Laddie, he called me, laddie. So yeah, that was that. Have I heard the Repair Bells song? No, I haven't. Is that on YouTube? Is that copyrighted? Can we play it on stream? Phil was in chat last night because I sympathised with him about him missing his recording. I didn't get the air dryer treatment, Falcon. Definitely didn't get the air dryer. But yeah, it was quite funny. Quite funny. I remember waiting for a taxi one night at a hotel. Ouch. And this taxi pulled up, so I opened the door to get it taxi, and Sven-Göran Eriksson got out when he was manager of Leicester, because we were in Leicester at the time, and he gave me £5 and said thank you because he thought I was doorman, letting him out at taxi. And I'm like, I just want to get in I want to get in your taxi, sort of thing. But I kept the £5. I kept the £5. Where's Sven going? Yeah, Sven going. We're going out with Ulrika Johnson. Who we're going out with her? Whoever we're going out. It was him. So yeah, so he kind of palmed me £5 for opening taxi door and said thank you. And I looked at it and I went, and he thought I was doorman. And I said, no, I'm just trying to get in your taxi. I didn't give him £5 about. I'm trying to get in your taxi. I'm waiting for a taxi. I thought it was mine, and it weren't actually. It was his private car. My taxi turned up because he was manager of Leicester. We were staying at can't remember what hotel we're now. Stayed there a couple of times. Really nice, next to the police station. Yeah, I did. I can't get these in. I did used to look like a doorman. Ouch! Can't get that any tighter. I know I've mentioned on some streams that I run and I cycle and whatnot. And James will see the relevance in this. I used to weigh 168 kilograms. I don't know what that is in pounds, because even though we measure stuff in pounds, I don't work in pounds. But yeah, 168 kilograms. And I used to look like a doorman, because I used to do doors back in the day as well. Doors, if you don't know what that is, bouncer, security for pubs and clubs and whatnot as well. Yeah, I used to be a bit of a bruiser. I'm now down to 86 kilos. 86. So yeah, a bit of a transformation. So yeah, we have that hinge done. So that
PCDD, little shit.
Sparta, £370. Is that what it is, Stu? £370. Evening, Sparta. Sort them out. Well, I used to they used to call it my Undertaker's coat, but it used to be kind of a full or 3/4 length black. Are they cranberries? I don't know, but woolen coat which came up. So I used to wear that quite often as well. So there you go. So that's the hinge repair done. That is sturdy as hell. I know it's not pretty, guys, but that will never break. That will actually be stronger than the other side. Yeah, 26 stone. 26 stone. Got down to 12 stone 10, I think it was. Put a little bit back on now because I ain't been exercising this year because I'm injured. But yeah, that was I used to box and do different bits and bobs as well in my younger days. So it always came in useful to have a little bit of extra behind. I'm around 107 overweight, but meh, yeah, you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. We are what we are, aren't we? We are what we are. So, okay. That's that back in. Those are hinge screws, aren't they? I've got so many things of screws in here now, I can't remember which ones there was at hinge screws. I'm going to put my finger in that super glue. That's one screw in. We're nearly done. Before I put that one in there, I need to put the Wi-Fi cable down. Where's Carthor? He usually tells me stuff like that. You forgot to put Wi-Fi cable. Come on. Come on, Carthor, where are you? You normally keep me on straight and narrow. There we go. No wonder I was tiggly. It used to come in handy, that extra little bit of weight behind your thumb when you were doing tiddly winks. You just used to make them jump so much further. So much further. I don't know if you are aware, but you do get arrows on to show you where the screws go on hinges. So if there's 3 holes and only 2 got arrows, don't know if I always thought they were triangles, but they're arrows obviously. Don't know if that's a piece of useless information or not, but you do get arrows on there. I take it you mean won't be coming back with a broken as opposed to not coming back ever. Well, it won't be coming back with that hinge broken. What normally happens is the other one breaks. Because plastic ages at the same length of time. So what generally happens is... ooh, that don't look too good there. Carthor, you've let me down again. I've missed my display cable. Yeah, table flexing. It was. Has anybody watched on YouTube? I think it's on YouTube or TikTok or whatever it is I watch. They do that slapping championship or whatever it is. Have you seen how brutal that is? Where they hold on to things and they've got to slap the other person. What? I mean, it's an open-handed slap, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If you've never seen it, it's brutal. Brutal. You've literally got to stand there and you sit there, person's opposite you, and they hold on for some leverage. And they're huge, some of these guys, some aren't. But they take, and they'll go to measure you up so they know where they're going to slap you. And they knock them off their feet. And these are big guys that hit as well. And it's like, what? I mean, I've got fairly large hands, but they are, they're like Samson. They're huge, absolutely massive. I would not want to be slapped off one of them. And they do it voluntary. Not for me. Not for me. Tiddlywinks is my limit. Gone are the days. Gone are the days. We will do this and then see if it'll boot into the Windows. And we will get that boot into Windows. And then, I think somebody's been in this before because the little plastic cover on the Wi-Fi antenna has been stuck in a different place to where it should go. So I think somebody's already been in this. But that's not uncommon. Do we get stuff often which has not been worked on before? Probably not. Everything's usually had somebody inside it before. They've all had a life. They've all had a life.
They do, honestly. If there's anybody in chat who's not seen it, I don't know how you would search for it apart from grown men slapping each other. And there must be some type of championship, but oh my gosh. Yeah, I think that's the thing. They aim for, I think you've hit nail on the head there, Stu. They aim for the to get it onto the hardest part there. But if you just think they're getting hit on the side of the head, which is obviously a softer part, you won't want that regularly. But they're also getting hit on their ear. So the shockwave of air going into their ear canal and everything else, I can't understand how they can, why they don't get cauliflower ear. Is that still a thing like rugby players used to get and boxers? But why that doesn't actually knock them out as well? Just the pressure difference of it suddenly rushing into the head. It is quite remarkable, yeah. It's definitely not for the faint-hearted. That one, I think somebody's had this already. Let me just put a microscope on and have a look at that, because that doesn't feel quite right. No, it's not bad on there. That's better. Just needed a little bit of persuasion from the. Ah, brilliant! That didn't say I was an idiot or anything like that. Where's that little plastic thing? That plastic thing can go on there. So that, in essence, gentlemen, I know I've just got to put the back cover on, but that's the hinge done. Still got the stiffness, so I know Falcon, you loosen it off and glue it, yeah. But I honestly don't think it looks too. It's clearly not factory, but it's nice and strong. It's not going anywhere. It's aluminium, screws through it to the side. It's as neat as it. Some of them, not so much the thinner cases. You can actually hide the screws behind the bezel as well, so you can't see it at all apart from on the back. Is TDK Taekwondo? Is that what TDK is? I'm just going to turn this on to make sure I've got a picture once I put the battery back in. Oh, dear me. Dog's whining her head off because she's thinking it's 12 o'clock, you need to take me for a walk. And I've told her she's not going for a walk until later. So if you can't hear it, that's all right. Give another few. It'll elongate its life. That's reality. I spoke to the customer yesterday about the Mac. Anybody saw me do the Mac the other day with the hinge angle sensor or whatever it was. I got one priced up, and I can get a thing from America. You've got to find a used angle sensor apparently, and you've got to order this tool. So it's about £400, and I think Guy said he only paid 300 quid for Mac, so he chose not to have it done, which is understandable on that, isn't it? So let's just see if this turns on. Now we've got a battery. Power on. We have a white light. Let's see if we get the world famous We Have picture. Yeah, wait, heatsink fan. I agree. Yeah, I've seen those. Oh dear me. Whoa. 26 viewers. What are we doing, guys? Why no. 26 viewers for watching me do this. Isn't right. We're doing a subwoofer next, by the way. 26 viewers. 26 viewers and only 12 likes. There we go. No, you can't bypass the sensor, because the sensor, and this is what annoyed me with Apple, is the sensor has got a built-in serial number which is tagged to the motherboard, so it will. There we go. We've got Windows logo, which is tagged to there. So you've got to change the sensor to the same one as the motherboard. What you can do, you can buy a used sensor, not a new sensor, and then you can buy this reprogrammer from America, which enables you to. We have picture. Can't believe it. Look at this nice motherboard. Uncle Soren would be proud of me. You can then program a used sensor with this other tool, which is available in America, but only if it's a used one, apparently. But yeah, it gets
finicky because sensors in screen as well. So you then got a disassembled screen and whatnot. I had a long conversation with customer. In fairness, customer didn't want to spend any more than sort of £50 to £60 on it. So it were an easy enough conversation to have. He thought he would just treat himself to another one for his Christmas present. So that's what he's doing. Very nice indeed as well. So that's the Hinge done. So that's one happy customer. Talk about the things we like to do. We have the subwoofer coming next. I hope Andy's in stream because he needs to help me with this because I ain't got a clue. And it's a 240 volt one. So if anybody watched my power supply repair, which was a 240 volt one, which took me off there because it shorted the entire office electrics. That was a fun and terrifying stream. And then I did another power supply because I didn't learn my lesson what we did with JFix as well. Because you know what I'm like. I'm not a trained professional. I only do this to make everyone else look good. That's the idea, guys. Come and watch me, see how bad it is. Watch anybody else and you realise how good they are. So it's just setting the benchmark really low to make everything look good. But you don't come for repairs, you come for entertainment. We had a good sing-song last night on stream as well. That was we had some reminiscing, and Angry Yank was telling us about when he met Metallica, and I think it was Mookie were telling about you Mookie were telling us about when you met a couple of bands as well, and you managed to get backstage with them. So there was a couple of good tales kicking off last night in chat with everyone in there. So yeah, let's get that in there. Let's get that on there. Let's get that down there. Look at that. Better than factory. They never go on right. I'm sure there's a technique to do that. Looks good. You'll see it from the top, but it's nice and sturdy. Nice and sturdy. So just going to put that one to one side, gentlemen, and that one is a cold done. I will have a tidy up, and don't think she brought the charger, and then we'll move on to the main event, which is the subwoofer. Put those spare screws which came from the broken hinge back in Uncle Soren's box. I don't mind doing them hinge repairs. If you had a favourite repair, guys, whether it's PC or not, what would you say your favourite repair is? Let's ask that question again. What's your favourite repair and what's your least favourite repair? Because I think that's the other one, isn't it? Because we all have things where we go, oh, I don't really want to do that. Don't really want to do that. So what's your favourite? Something you go, yeah, I'm looking forward to working on that one. And what would you say is your least favourite? Is our customer here? No. Thought that was somebody else here. Oh, heating's gone off in the house and it's blinking freezing. Let's have a look. Gotta be, I'm shouted at. Catch you. Oh, sorry. See you later, Phil. Thanks for popping in. He might have gone by now. But yeah, see you later, Phil. Thank you very, very much. We have picture. Oh my God, that's awful. What's wrong with the subwoofer? All dead. Customer's dropped it off. He's got 3. 2 had right channel gone. I didn't really want to look at them. This one has just got no power. But customer's been in it. Changed when he bought it, didn't have a fuse in it. He's put a fuse in it, no power. He's opened it and there's a wire off. So I'm not too sure. I'm hoping it's just going to be something like that. But he bought it as a refurbed item. Ooh. Yeah, Apple makes everything, screens, yeah, etc. all coded. It's crazy. Mac Mini, only one. A festival security, not always the best when you have laminated lanyards and untrained staff. Yeah. Trace repair.
Trace repair, hand reballing. Yeah, I don't know if that's your love or hate. I've never done hand reballing. I've never done any type of reballing or stencil work. So that's something I will give a try at some point in chat or in whatever. So I've not actually done anything like that. But the trace repair, I don't actually mind. I don't mind doing that. If I had to say what I don't like working on Macs, because I find it quite intimidating working on a Mac. They're just not my forte. A job which I don't do software. I don't like software. A job that I like would be probably trying to diagnose and just general board repair components and things like that. Because I find that more of a puzzle, and I'm quite puzzling. I pick locks as well. I've got quite a few lock picking devices. I've got a drawer full of lock picking, so I can pick Yale, tumbler, padlocks, the round pin security locks, with the multi-pin ones, wafer locks, the high security flat ones. So I like puzzles, so diagnostic is good on that one. Right, gents, you will have to just please excuse me 2 minutes because I just need to pop and use the facility upstairs. So, and then we'll get on with the. I'll put it on the bench. God, it's so heavy, so heavy. Oh my gosh! And we're going to have no room from camera, so I will. That's what we're working on. Oh, if somebody wants to have a look what there is. I'll be just 2 ticks while I pop to the gents. 1 minute. Right, guys, I am back. Let's clip this microphone back on and do that. I've still got wet hands, thank you. Right, this is what we are working on, and I'm not going to be sure which is going to be the best camera to work on this. What I might do is, oh gosh, it's so heavy. I might see if I can zoom out. Let's see if I can zoom out and move this down a little bit. Do you think that's a better view than down view? What do you reckon? Do you think this might be a better option to look at it? That's as zoomed out as I can get on that camera, and obviously I've only got I bet there's only 25 centimeters between top of this and that anyway. If people can be asked to check, you have right one. There is different one. Oh, nice, Andy, Dave. Yeah, woo. Does anyone like work? I don't think anybody likes work. Well, I think some people do, and I take my hat off to anybody like working on Macs. They're definitely they're mysterious. Yeah, interesting to see Logitech's quality inside. Yeah, it's a 5.1 surround system. He brought 3 kits. He says they're about 500 quid for the other kit and 380 quid for this one, he tells me. It's so... I'm not worried about my guy.
that must be probably 8 to 10 kilos, something like that. That is, I'm interested to see the magnet on the speaker, because it's probably maybe a 10-inch sub in here. Might be an 8-inch if be a bit punchy if it's an 8-inch, won't it? I have. Sorry, James. I'm just reading them. He has sent me. Oh, he's given me that. Oh, which connects with that cable. It connects with the like a serial cable. But he sent me the remote, so at least I can see if it illuminates. What I've said to him is the only thing I'm going to do is make sure I can get it to power on, because I said if it's an audio related problem, it's down to him then. So he's agreed with me on that side of things, that we will we'll do this. Crispy bacon. Hello. So I think what we will start with is, should we just plug it in and turn it on, just to see if there is any signs of life, and just see if it's not a case of user error, to say the least. So let me just get my RCD out of the wall over here. It's a bit warm. Oh. Yeah, we'll get that in there. Right. Good thing is that's not... Ooh, reset. There you go. Right, that's not tripping my... Well, saying that, that fuse is good. Tells me it's changed fuse. That's not tripping my RCD when I'm flicking it on. So it could be completely dead, this. So let's just plug this in and just see if we have any lights on the remote. Because there's no lights on unit. There's only lights on remote. So that's still not tripping thing. So we'll just press the on button, which is here. Yeah. Right, there's no lights on it. So for all intents and purposes, it's not working. So we'll do a my mate Vince sort of check on this one, which is we'll run through some basic troubleshooting, like Vince does on his stuff. So let's get this back off. I might need to stand up and do this. Oh, gents, this is so big and blinking bulky. I'm thinking easiest way for me to do this is to actually take it away from the... I can't see chat while I'm stood because I've got a shelf in way. Dead like a parrot sketch. We mentioned that. Was that you mentioned it the other night as well, the Monty Python? You've got a dead parrot in the window. That parrot's not dead. It's asleep. It's dead. Have you seen the Monty Python one where he goes into the shop to buy an argument? That's another classic one, isn't it? I'd like to buy an argument, please. I'm not going to sell you one. How do you mean you're not going to sell me one? I'd like to buy one. You're not buying an argument. You're not having an argument. But I'd like to buy an argument. And then he charged him £2 at the end of it or whatever. It goes on a lot more than that. And I will say, it is a funny sketch. I am not a lover of Monty Python in the slightest, but that one is quite novel. It ranks up there with the 4 candles. Do you sell 4 candles? Sketch. I was watching not Tim Vine, Thingy Vine, can't remember his name now, the one-liner guy, and he's funny. Some of his fast-paced one-liners and whatnot it does make you tickle, but they're quite they're dad jokes, aren't they? What he tells. It's Tim Vine. Is it Tim Vine? Yeah, it is Tim Vine. It was comedian Jeremy Vine. Is his brother, who's the TV and radio presenter. These screws are nice and tight. These are definitely nice and tight. I think this has definitely been opened before because the customer says he's opened it as well. For some strange reason, the badge on the front has been taken off and replaced, which struck me as being a bit bit strange because I can't see that there'd be anything behind the badge. It's not like it's holding anything in or any structure or anything like that. Oh, they're a lot harder than because they're all going into, they'll be MDF, won't they? Going into MDF or something like that. This is the last one anyway, or I'm hoping it's the last one anyway. Then what I'm hoping for is I can disconnect the speaker and get rid of the big bulky thing off the desk. Yay! Ooh. Ooh. That's not how I thought it was going to be. This is literally just screwed onto the back. Yeah, they did have some good sketches. Are you going to see Frankham Hall, Brit comedy like Downton Abbey, but murder mystery? I've not even heard of it. Not even heard of it. Not even heard of that one. Okay. Ooh. Ew. Ah. Mmm. Let's just rearrange the desk area and we will try to keep all this in shot, and then we'll switch back to overhead camera. God, that is so... There we go. So if we switch back to... We might be limited to what camera we can actually see this on. That's the wrong one. No, that'll do for that one. And go back to there. There we go. Jimmy Carr plays the priest. Wow, that's a step out. All the classic repair tech sounds. Oh God. Ooh ah, just ooh ah. Yeah. I'll be quite honest, guys. This terrifies me, mainly because we've got two great big killing machines here, which look like 10,000 UF. So they, and we've got plenty of spiders and cobwebs as well, but they didn't see it light of day. And they'll be 35 volt. Is that all they are? 35 volt. What's terrifying me is spiders and cobwebs. In fairness, I'm not a spider lover at all. You'll hear me. Yeah, 35 only. Yeah, only 35 volt. If you can. Don't know if I can get enough zoom. 35 volt. Is that uncommon? You people in here will know a lot better than I do. I'm just worried that there is some of this. So what I am going to do, I am just going to take the fuse out that he says he's replaced. Now the fuse does look good. So I will stand it back up, pop the fuse out and check the fuse, and then we can start a little bit more diagnosing. But if anybody's got any suggestions to where I can start looking first of all, that will be useful. That will look overexposed, but it will. Go on, lick it. If I lick that, I think it'll be the last thing that I lick. I can't see anything with a hole in it, and I'm going to struggle to get the microscope over the top at speaker. Looks like it's been worked. Ooh, it's obviously had something. I'll check this fuse first, and then we'll get the microscope over the board, and we'll have a look because it's had work on this already. Now he bought this. He claims he's bought it as a refurbished item. Didn't have a fuse in it. I think he's bought it as spares and repairs, and he's wanting me to mend it. And I think that's what it is. I will check. I think that's probably what's more in line with it. And we all know, oh, he's bought it as untested on there, and he's thinking,
he can bring it to me because somebody's worked in here before. So let's just check the fuse. He says he's replaced this fuse. I have done. The only reason I'm doing this is because I've done work for him before, I think he were maybe just thinking this could just be a bit of a win since he's might have bought it cheap or something as such. And that I am going to run out of space here, so we'll just check the fuse, make sure the fuse is fuse is good. Aussie, hello. Caps are 35 volts. Yes, they are. They look to be. Don't move to Oz, AUS. Is that Australia? Are you in Australia, Aussie? Oh, it's spiders, you mean? Everything out there is just designed to kind of kill you or maim you, aren't they? That's what they say. One of the people in my running club, her and her husband are moving to Australia. They're relocating in March of next year. I just think it's a bit of a brave move. Right, gentlemen, let's see if I can move the microscope. Oh, I might be able to swing this round and in. Oh, that's not the best thing around. Up there. Shut your mouth! Let's turn that down. And then that'll come there. And let's just... Are we zoomed in? Zoomed out? That's zoomed out. Right, I'm going to have to, rather than moving the board, because I ain't got a great deal of play on the board, we're going to move the... I'm not going to poke in too much, but we will just try and poke some bits. So I would say on here, I can't tilt the board, but on here, can you just see we've got the... these are a bit audio amplifiers, aren't they? Not as bad as people think. I've heard it's a stunning and lovely country. I can't even get my microscope close enough to show you the end. Might just be able to see it down there. So this has got 3 MOSFETs on one side. Audio. Ooh, yeah, that don't look good. Oh no, it does. That's fine. I'm just looking around. Yeah, so we're going to have to put up with me moving microscope rather than the actual circuit board. So this one has been repaired. I would say, I'm just having a guess here, this has been bought as untested or not working. Somebody's had a go at refurbing it beforehand. And because I said if you bought it as a refurbed item and it's come as not working, just send it back. eBay will side with you. Send it back. Don't work. Everything else, and it was granted with. Well, no, I'd rather it be repaired. So again, I'm just thinking, because we don't always get told the whole truth, and I'm not saying that's what it is, but that could be one possible explanation. But this one's been worked on as well. You can see signs of some flux or something on there, which has been worked on as well. So I would suggest that probably maybe two of these have been changed. There's also, can't really see on the microscope, but there's signs that there's flux and what are around here. And again, if you look around here, there's signs of this is heatsink compound, isn't it? Which is I mean, that would say to me, if somebody's this careless and got heatsink compound all over like that, it's all just a story to keep people away. Never. I thought they were trying to attract people to go and live there. That's why my friend's moving over there. I can't remember what he does. He's a tradesperson, a joiner or something like that, and she's a physiotherapist nurse, both in the mid-20s. And yeah, they've both been kind of fast tracked to go over there. Prison colony. That's what they say. That's what they say.
Ooh, is that burnt? Do we think that is a burnt sign of something a little bit toasty? No. I'm going to check for some shorts in a minute on here, but it does terrify me a little bit being 240 volts. I'm not going to deny that that is a little bit worrying. And again, down here we've got, is that a bridge? I don't know if that's a bridge. No. Just don't look pretty in there, does it? I don't think I can get me other brush in there. But we've got signs here as well that this has had work. It looks that bad. It looks like I've worked on it. Because that's clearly flux. There. I mean, there's a possibility it might be factory, but I really don't think it is. But it is Logitech. Even Logitech won't let something like this out of it, though, would they? Bitco, good morning. No, is it good afternoon now? Isn't it? Good afternoon. Is it 1 o'clock? Wow, 1 o'clock. I've got to end this stream at about 1:45, no later than 1:45. So unless we find something really quick on here, I honestly don't think this is going to be a fix anyway, because it does terrify me. So I will check. He's had more work than. Oh yeah, I'm just. Oh gosh, I can't even move it. Can't even move it. There's another great big sign of. We get down here to here, and I'm not even on bit, which has got all massive work on it. I mean, look at this. So it's had something done down here as well, hasn't it? Because this is residue flux or IPA, whatever they've used to, probably flux, because it's burnt into board with acidity, isn't it, at flux. Somebody has invested quite a bit of time and effort in this. If they've done all these repairs and fault finding and things like this, I would say that it has had quite a bit of. Try and put my microscope to that side because I can't get in front of there. So a bit of a different place to where we normally go. Oh gosh. Let's move that to there. Let's zoom back out of there. Let's move that up there. Let's just see if we can get this lined up a little bit easier for chat to see. There we go. Didn't clean the flux. Yeah. If it were rosin, they could have just left it on because it's an insulator. As Uncle Sorin says. Right, let's get that on there. Let's get that on there. We're in beat mode. Let's just check to see if we've got any shorts. I'm not going to take this board out because I don't want to. But we know it's not got an AC short because it would blow the fuse or it would trip my RCD. So am I right in thinking, just by logic, if it was on the AC side, because obviously there's a AC comes into it. He says do you know what? He told me he took speaker out of this. You can't have took speaker out because you can't get to speaker because it's solid. I'm not too sure. If it was a problem or a short on the AC side, it would either trip my RCD when I turned it on, or it would blow the main 240 volt fuse. So it must be on the
low voltage side, so that does reassure me. And when I say low voltage, it looks like it's 94 volts according to this. I don't know if that's picking up on camera. It's 94 volts. So let me see if I can get some type of ground, and I will just test around some of the bits and bobs. I can't even see where AC and DC sides separate, if I'm being honest on here. We've got some nice... let's try to see if them caps have got anything sat in them. Because I think we've got some more caps underneath. Or do we think that is that? Yeah, that's just that, isn't it? It's a marking. Don't know what it means. Okay. But seen it a lot on boards. All right. It might be some type of coding then. Round here, that's the bit what's worrying me, because that's where all it's obviously had this off, because the heatsink compound's not actually disturbed and it's nice and uniform on there, but you can see where it's had two splodgers put on it, so they definitely have either replaced that or had that off. There's a load more on this side over here as well. I can't even see it bridge rectifier. These aren't bridge rectifiers because they've got far too many legs, and there's a lot of them, and they're all, by the look of it, they're all in. Where's my plastic thing? Terrified of working on 240 volts because. Ooh, wait there. Let me just get the microscope back down there. We might have just.
Shut your mouth!
Something down here. Let me just see if I can zoom down. Can you see that chap down here? Quite a bit away from me. Oh, I thought it was corrosion, but again, that's flux, isn't it? I thought that was corrosion. And the one I can't get to is similar. This as well. I think that's just dust and whatnot around there. Or is it some type of liquid? I think that's. I wonder if it's got any kind of liquid, because there's a couple of vents on it. You know what these are like, that people. Right, I'm not going to get electrocuted if I do that, because there's signs of corrosion on the screws as well. You know, the bar here. This bar is obviously holding all the transistors in. Plug it in and get the thermal camera out. Yeah, that's a good call, that, Andy. That's a good call. Let me get my thermal camera, and then at least I can put it on the big screen. Big screen. Get my USB-C cable out. How's the laptop repair coming, Andy? I think we've got the easiest job today, or the easier job out of these today. I would quite willingly swap you. I don't know how you work on stuff like this daily, Andy. It terrifies me with 240 volts. It's still iffy. Have you replaced the trackpad? Trying to figure out how to improve click. Oh, right. Is it one of those? Is it your little one? What are you doing? Or is it actually the one on the laptop itself? There we go. We have thermal camera. So we've got thermal camera on the left-hand side of the screen. Let me take that off. I've got to power it up underneath.
Do that, do that, do that. I've got to use remote as well. Let me just get rid of some of this stuff off the bench, because we're getting a little bit cluttered here. Just not used to something as big and bulky. Trackpad suck, use a mouse. Yeah, they... Oh, it's your laptop, is it? I'll put this in just in case it doesn't come to life without it, which is the, you can see it bottom right hand corner, it's the, and we'll get that in as well. I'm not going to be able to tilt this too much, so again it's going to be a pretty precarious angle for me to do. Let's see if I can rest it on there. Right, I've rested it on there. Let's plug that in. Reset, and right, it's on there. See if there's any heat signature coming through. I can't see anything glowing there. Certainly none of those. I'm just pointing at the. Can't really see from there. There's nothing really getting too warm in there. I can't really see from this angle myself. Yeah, there's nothing there getting anywhere remotely warm. Now, what he did say was, oh wait there, they're getting a bit warm. Is that a small heat signature? What he did say was, this is his remote from his unit, because he didn't get a remote with this, and he's saying that his unit no longer works. So I wonder if it's a problem with this. I wonder if this is right. Both units are now not working. I wonder if it's because this is faulty and not turning them both on. That could be something to consider. Let's get macro lens on, see if I can see anything down here. Yeah, the only things which are a tad warm are, I mean, they're you can see the imprint of that one. It's none of those. The only thing which is a tad warm is the is one of them. But you're talking 20 odd degrees. It's not. It's probably just above ambient. So there's nothing in there at all. Nothing in there getting warm at all. Let me put the thermal camera down. I'm going to measure some voltages. Let's go on to voltages. Yeah, it could be remote. I think if we measure whether I've got anything coming in, I've got my AC down there, which is that one, which is right hidden down there. Comes in with these two black wires. Let me get me black pointy proddy thing. Oh, is that, no, it's not a wire then, it's glue. There's got to be something in here. There's got to be something in here, because the power goes to the on and off switch. I reckon this is a power board, and the amplifier's inside there. So I think it's a two-stage thing. I think there must be something else inside the main box, because by the looks of it, this is your AC coming in, which comes to the fuse, and it comes back out at fuse and goes to here. It then feeds these two. I can't really see where I'm pointing. Sorry, chat. It's just too big and bulky. It then feeds these two cables into the back of the unit here. I suspect these are some type of power as well, because these are going up here to the caps. So they've got to be some type of power up here. So I reckon there's something else inside. Let's see if I've got any voltage at all on anything in here. That's insulated, that screw, so that's not going to be a ground or an earth. Yeah, there's obviously an IC or something here as well. Are they test points up there? Yeah, those two caps create positive and negative rails. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because then I think it's probably just equally spread. This is one for Symbol Tech as well, isn't it? He likes doing stuff like this as well, and I know some of you guys do as well. But I think this is. I don't think this is the power thing, because there's no transformer here. There's no transformer, so it's got to be in that box. Let me unplug it. Let me just see if we can dive a bit deeper into here, and see if I can figure out how to get into this box, and just see if there is anything else. Get that unplugged. Get that unplugged. Come back to that one and see if we can get. See if we can figure out. Aha, we have feet underneath. We've got a funny twisty thing there. I wonder if this. No, there's no screws under there. I wonder if that's why they've took the badge off the front. I wonder if you do something with the front. Because it does look like that side comes off. They're Allen keys. Let me just see if I can pop this off. I know you can't see this, but it'll take me longer to turn it round than it would to probably just get this whatever this is at the front off, and just to see if that creates a little bit more of a. I do love doing the unknown. Can't even find my blinking screwdriver now. But yeah, it does terrify me a little bit with the things on here. But hey. They're rusty. These screws have got. It might be rusty, it might be glue. These have been out before. I just don't know why they've took these out, because it just looks like a badge. Yeah, there's not behind there. It's just a badge. Why they took that off before then? I'm drawing a blank here, chap, to even how to get into it. Oh, that's interesting. I have somebody outside. I don't know who that is. I need to go and answer the door in a minute anyway, chap. If somebody's just pulled up. Just put that back on. Flip this over. Gosh, that is so... I wonder if there's any disassemble guides on, because it's just a square box. I think it's glued together, and I think that's probably why. I think that's probably why it's been. The only thing that will be in the box is a transformer and speakers. Yeah, I'm thinking it's transformer because there's no heat signatures or anything. And if there was a short on the AC side, it would trip my RCD plug. It'd trip that, and it's not. Or it'll blow the fuse, which it's not doing. I'm getting no heat generated. The transformer's got to be in there. The power instantly goes from there to the back of the transformer. And if there was anything coming through, it would be showing some type of heat, because there'd be some type of standby voltage or heat. You know, like you get an LDO or something on a laptop. Good job, I like puzzles, yeah. Yeah, that's got cooling fins. Yeah, these are for the. I think this is for the audio amplifier. Bearing in mind this is a sub, and this also powers the remainder of the system. So there'll be audio amplifiers for sub, and for the 5.1 system. Fair dues, it's not going to be that, but there's going to be voltage regulators, and there's going to be bridge rectifiers as well, and they'll all be heat synced, won't they? Because they'll all be generating some oomph. Oh gosh, to do that, blinking it. So yeah, not too sure. Let me don't know on that one. Anyway, chat and gentlemen and ladies, I do have somebody by the looks of it parked outside, so I think they're probably coming here. So I'll have to answer the door, but I do need to cut this stream short anyway at 1:45. So I think what we'll do, I am pretty much terrified on this one. I think I'll have a conversation with customer, and I will just try and broach the subject of, was it really bought as a refurbed unit, or did you buy it as spares and repair? Because if we bought a spares and repair with the amount of work it's what's sat in here, I think it's probably not one for me anyway, because I didn't really want to do it. He's already had it to 3 other places, and they've all turned him down. So I'm not sure whether bits were negated from the conversation to make it more appealing to me. I didn't want to do it. Did not want to do it at all. And that's that as well. So yeah, I think I'll have a conversation with that. But yes, chat, I will leave it here on this, and definitely not going to stream again this weekend. I just got a couple of interesting ones coming this morning, and then yeah, I just thought I would. I wanted to do it just as a live stream more than anything else, because as I say, I did contemplate stopping live stream. So I just wanted to do a live stream just to reassure myself that it were the right thing. And you know, chat is always good. So we'll call it a day for this. I'll
I might be around next week. I'll certainly catch people in other people's chats as well. So have a really good weekend, gents. I've said this a couple of times now this week. So have a really good weekend. Take it steady. Have a good time with friends, family, whatever you might be doing over the next few days. And hopefully we will catch up very, very soon. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you very much for sharing your time with me. And have a really good time. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.